Hey guys, Kevin here once again with more comics coming into the house. I know, you'd think I would stop, and my wife says the same thing too. Not today though. So, recently, I had the pleasure of going to my local Ollie's. I love the Ollie's stores because I love finding all the books and the graphic novels, and they have comic packs. Occasionally, they get in some good toys as well. And then there's tons of stuff there. Ollie's is kind of like a Marshall's and a Macy's combined, if you've never been to one. A lot of closeout merchandise, closeout stuff, and then they just go ahead and mark it down dirt cheap and all. So I love finding comics. Sadly, it's probably one of the biggest bookstores in my area. It's just the Ollie's book section. And coming this summer, my hometown has one. Currently, I have to drive about a half an hour to an Ollie's, but well worth it for what you're about to see here. So I got some graphic novels. I also got some comics, which you'll see in a moment too. But I found some graphic novels. So what did I find at Ollie's this most recent trip? All right, we have New Warriors, Volume 2 of this collection, Always and Forever. This is like the fourth or fifth volume of New Warriors comics. I've honestly lost track. But always been a fan of New Warriors from the beginning. Speedball's my favorite comic character ever. So even though I have many of these issues single issue formed and I'm currently back in boarding, that project is ongoing, it's just easier to pull one of these off the shelf. So this was $4.99 and originally $17.99. This being $4.99 was actually, if it wasn't New Warriors, a just rando graphic novel, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But New Warriors I'll always get. Okay, here at Mass Library, and I believe I feel safe speaking for associated blogs and podcasts that you might see my words and my voice on. We absolutely are not putting up with anyone being intolerant of anyone else. So expect to see more of this. Because I picked up Silk. This is volume 0, actually, The Life and Times of Cindy Moon. It collects Silk issues 1 through 7. It was $19.99 originally. I picked it up for $3.99. I also picked up Silk, spoiler alert for an upcoming video here on recent comic book purchases. But I have some Silk comics I'm buying as well, and it might be on my pull list soon too, because we believe in stopping Asian hate here, and Silk is a major Asian character in Marvel Comics right now. So the more people that buy Silk, the more interest, the more we get a Asian hero to the front, the higher the chances that there's a cartoon, there's a movie, there's something else. Representation matters, and we do not believe in hate here. All right, this looked very cool from Paul Dini. Black Canary and Zatanna. It's a nice hardcover. I still haven't opened it yet. It's still sealed. $4.99 here, and originally $22.99. Cannot beat that, but it looks gorgeous. I'm excited about this. I'm very interested. This book is huge. X-Men X-Corps. It collects X-Men original series issues 394 to 409 and the annual from 2001. It was originally a $40 book. I picked it up for $8. Massive. I do remember this was like the tail end of me reading X-Men comics, but I do remember enjoying it. There's a lot of cool stuff. I dug Chamber joining the team, and I'd be curious to revisit it all at once. I think X-Men being the biggest soap opera title in comics, reading it monthly, it kind of can be a detriment. So maybe reading this in one giant chunk will be a more entertaining version of the story. It's also, considering this annual's from 2001, it also means the story is like 20 years old, so who knows how many people have died and come back to life and switch sides and everything else along the way. All right, I also picked up, I already have volume 1 of this, so I was super excited to find volume 2. And I know volume 3 is floating around at Ollie's too, but I haven't found it yet. Suicide Squad. This is volume 2 from the original series, The Nightshade Odyssey. So it collects Suicide Squad issues 9 to 16, Justice League International 13, Doom Patrol Suicide Squad number 1, and Secret Origins number 28. Originally a $20 book, and I got it for $4 at Ollie's. But especially with the Suicide Squad movie, I've been very curious. I do like a lot of the characters on here. There's some Ditko stuff in here. Well, not Ditko, like Ditko creations and all. But very good title, very interesting, and I think I might try to get the whole run graphic novel form. All right, that's all the graphic novels, but what about comics? So Ollie's also has Comic book super value packs. So these packs, a $20 value, 10 different comics. Oh, some are PG-13. Oh no. So I got 10 comics, 10 mystery comics in here for $6. Not a bad deal. Bought 2 of them. I've opened it slightly, just so you don't have to watch me struggle to open it. Let's see what's inside. So I've not looked at any of this. I do think this is cool. A bunch of them had this Betty and Veronica #1 variant cover here from conventions and all, and I was just super curious. So, like, was this an overprint? Like, how did you buy out so many variant covers here? I was just kind of surprised, so I grabbed it. All right, we also got Batman Prelude to the Wedding, #1, Part 2, whatever, Nightwing versus Hushtar. Oh, I'm curious about it. Looked interesting. All right, let's see what else is in here. Okay, that looks like the back book. Okay. All right, there's Betty and Veronica. All right, I actually already have this one. I know because I just read it recently this year because it was an Acts of Vengeance crossover, and I haven't read it forever. But it was a very good story. Absorbing Man, Quasar. This was a good battle. Quasar was new, like his rebranding version of Quasar was new, joining Avengers stuff. But it was a good read. Captain Gravity, One True Hero from One Shot Comics. I've never heard or seen this before in my life. Okay. Stephen Vratos story, Keith Martin pencils, Roger Quijano inks. Yeah, from Penny Farthing Press. Okay, I do know some stuff from Penny Farthing Press. It's actually really not badly drawn here. I haven't read it yet, obviously. But, alright, doesn't look bad. I'm curious. We'll see. Okay, at least $19.99 based on the ad on the back. Okay, we have Supreme in a Supreme Apocalypse story, part 1 of 5, guest starring Prophet, is Supreme issue 29. It is still in a bag. Why is this in a bag? Because it has a Youngblood power card inside of it. Alright. Sludge, issue 11. I am rebuying all the Ultraverse books as I find them. I'm not going to spend too much because it's Ultraverse. But I remember loving these, and I did a purge of comics like 8 years ago now, 9 years ago. Got rid of a lot, and Ultraverse I do regret getting rid of. It's also not that difficult to collect all of them. It wasn't around that long overall. And I don't know if I have this one for Sludge, so I'm super excited about that. Okay. Jeez, is this a variant? It's gotta be a variant. That's gotta be a variant. Okay, so when they said summer PG-13, I think Ollie should have paid a little more attention here. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, based on the stories of Edgar Rice Burroughs, issue 1 from Dynamite Comics. Okay. So it's a wraparound cover there. That is a very pretty cover. I am sadly getting pretty Dynamite covers because as I'm decorating, they just flat out look nice and cool on the wall. This one shocks me, surprised me. It's gotta be a variant. I did not expect to get this, but I will be back in boarding this soon. Might put it up. All right, what do we got here? Mosaic from Marvel Comics. I do not know about Mosaic. Do you? I'm very curious now. Issue number 2, bonus digital edition here. I have no idea what this is about. Right. Oh, hey, that might explain Betty and Veronica, because these random packs are put together by New Dimension Comics. Hey, guys. Well, Two Fierce. All right, we got Eclipso issue 13. I remember the Eclipso annual event in DC Comics, and then the series that came out after. I remember kind of digging it, just to see the villain and, you know, what he did and all. But I'll be curious. All right, this looks like a photo cover here. Maybe it's drawn. It's a very cool cover. Speaking of Dynamite, though, Jennifer's Blood, Dynamite number issue 17. Suggested for mature readers. Come on, New Dimension Comics. Some of these are looking like they're more than PG-13. But I don't have any Jennifer's Blood. I do know that there's some in the dollar bin of my local store, so if I enjoy this, maybe I'll grab some of those. All right, so that was just batch number 1. I'm excited here. That was a ton of... I might have to go buy more of these. All right, so on the front here, we have Avengers Fear Itself, number 17. Very cool cover here of Hawkeye and Spider-Woman together. That is, like, I just flat out like that cover. And honestly, that's what got me to purchase this one. Civil War Variant Edition, number 3. Why is it in a bag? Is there 2 in here? Is there something else in here? There's 2 things in here. Or it's just on the outside. I don't know. I'll mess around with this later. Is it a sketch cover? I think it's a sketch cover, because that's just paper. Here, and then there's something behind it. So maybe it's a sketch cover? I don't know. I don't even know if I should open this. This will be a mystery for later on here. We'll figure it out. Alright, speaking of Ultraverse, I may have actually picked up this one, but I'm not sure. But we have Rune, number 2. I dug Rune a lot, Barry Windsor Smith. I remember thinking this is very cool, this whole vampire story. I'm excited to have it. Heavy Hitters Law Dog from Marvel's Epic Comics, Chuck Dixon writer, Flint Henry artist. This looks nuts. Alright, I have no idea what I'm in for here, but this looks nuts. This looks like a true epic, like, comics for adults thing. I see, honestly, I think I see some Brit influences here. I'm curious. This might be first one. I'm not sure anymore. Okay, Uncanny Origins featuring Nightcrawler, issue number 8. Only 99 cents. Alright, why was this only 99 cents, guys? Like, was this a attempt to just get new readers on? Pretty cover. Very curious. Okay, Warlord of Mars, number 6 here from Dynamite. Not as cool a cover as the other one, but, you know, I need to do a deep dive on Howard. I got another project going on right now that I'm reading a lot for, but maybe Conan and related works for next. Alright, Champions 24. You never think will happen to you. I don't know what's going on here with Miles, but that sounds like someone's gonna die in that one, like someone close to him or something. So that looks interesting. Very curious. Alright, well, let's see. Hopefully I like Jennifer's Blood, because I got issue 8 as well. So I'll see how much I dig this one. Alright, I actually know a lot about this, and I've been curious, so we'll see how it goes. Picked up Saber. Which issue is this? Number 8 here. Sorry, curious. And I might actually have this. This is one of the first, like, manga type things I ever saw. I actually probably got rid of it for The Purge, but I know I had this. Kamui, number 9 from Eclipse Comics. I do think this is one of the first mangas that I ever had in my collection. And the aforementioned Purge, I got rid of it then. And then I don't know what happened to it from there. But this was the most recent stack for Ollie's. I got lots more comics to show off here and brag about, and then bag and board and organize, and this takes up so much of my time. But anyways, thank you for checking out that haul. Thank you for all of the support. Remember, follow the blog, masslibrary.com. Go ahead and check out the Patreon. Merchandise for the House Show Podcast at Mass Library across social media. House Show Podcast is hosted by the Retro Network, and then there's the Pop Culture Pub podcast as well. Once or twice a month, usually, we put up a new episode, talk about whatever geek topic is for that time. That's over on Podbean. You can type in Pop Culture Pub, come right up. So, thanks for listening. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course. We'll see you for the next haul.